Yes guys, what is up? Welcome to Supercars of London and welcome to my new local Lamborghini dealership that is only a 10-minute drive away. So I think it is safe to say that I'm going to be spending a lot of time here, and there is a whole host of supercar dealerships going up. A lot of construction work going over there. And if you haven't already seen the title, I'm collecting that yellow beast over there. The first Urus Performante in the UK. And I'm the first person to drive this car. And tomorrow I'm joining Lamborghini UK on a Movember charity drive up to Silverstone in support of the Movember charity. And this is the first opportunity that I've got to come and check out this new complex of supercar dealerships where Hatfield is going to become one of the greatest supercar dealership hubs of the entire world. So I'm leaving my beautiful Golf GTI here and swapping it for a Urus Performante.
Have a look at this. The Lamborghini Urus Performante key with a couple of beasts. We've got an SV Roadster, a Hurricane, both sporting the Movember moustache getting ready for tomorrow. And then up here we've got a collection of Bentleys, because at the moment Lamborghini and Bentley are the only two manufacturers that have moved in to this huge building. We've also got the Hurricane STO HRO and demo. This is the car that I'm going to be shoving my GoPros up in, and for the next week is going to be my daily driver. And then if we move into the showroom, there isn't that much in at the moment other than a couple of Bentleys and a very cool satin grey Hurricane STO. We've got the Uruses outside, a satin black one there, which is hands down my favourite. And we've got a Christmas tree as well to welcome everyone in to the new showroom. This is going to be a huge complex. And then if you remember some of my older videos, over there is Land Rover, McLaren and Aston Martin. So it is a stone's throw away to have a huge supercar dealership complex. Let me just take a quick look from this angle of the Hurricane STO. Now, rather frustratingly, not only is the sun incredibly low, but the construction work going on over there makes it impossible to film out on the new forecourt. Meaning, ideally, I'd like to get a camera behind so that we can get the cold start up, but sadly, it's not going to happen. Ugh. However, we will be able to get an authentic startup sound of the interior of the Urus Performante. Sport mode and manual mode engaged. Everyone around is going to be experiencing seeing a Urus Performante on the UK roads for pretty much the first time, because this is the first one in the UK. Oh, and it is brutal. There was a break of traction as I accelerated and the torque kicked in. Oh, you just wouldn't get that in a Urus. Feels so much more aggressive and hardcore. And the one thing that I've noticed in the 10 minutes that I've been driving this car is that whilst the suspension is stiffer, it gives you more feedback from the road. You feel like you're in tune with the tarmac, like you're connected, so that you can read it better and be able to control the car accordingly, which when you're in the Urus, or now to be the Urus S, with the air suspension, it's a little bit more floaty, especially in comfort mode. Whereas this, every single imperfection on the tarmac I can feel through the tyres and coming up into the car, and therefore I can slowly start to adjust the pedal input and the steering input and try and read the road a little bit better. That's how Lamborghini have enhanced the performance just from the suspension on the Performante. And I'm taking the long way home because the weather's great, and whilst the sun is going down, it gives me the opportunity to really put this car through its paces a little bit before tomorrow's convoy. Oh yes, you can feel the suspension and you can feel the traction. The tyres are searching for grip on this road. And there are so many undulations and bounces, and the tarmac isn't perfect here. The car's just moving around under you.
Good morning from the rooftop of Lamborghini Hatfield as another satin black Urus arrives. This is going to be a small collection of the convoy that's heading up to Silverstone. And over there is Callum putting on the moustache, ready for the Movember bull run. Some inconvenient people stood there, but look at that convoy of V12. Can tell we've arrived at a Lambo event. Oh yes, a left-hand drive LP640. The revs are still kicking off, but I'm going to walk through some of the cars. 50th anniversary rear-wheel drive Gallardo, a whole host of Uruses. I remember when this car got collected from Lamborghini Pangborn. A beautiful spec on an SVJ. Great to see it here. I'm actually looking. Oh, there's a load of cars leaving now. I'm actually looking for some special Lamborghinis. I have no idea who's going to be here, but we've got an SV Roadster with the roof down. What a baller. This is sick. Look at the spec on that. And then this. This is what I'm talking about. Something a little bit different, something not so modern. We've got the LA Lakers STO here. There's some really droney V12s over there. Oh, there's some wicked specs. It's quite windy, but look at this. Look at this. What is this kit? Oh, we've got DMO's SVJ Roadster. I need to hear this. This is one of the best sounding SVJs in the entire UK and the world. I believe it's Gintani. I don't think I've ever met DMO actually, so that would be really cool to hear and get him on camera. But yeah, a very cool collection of cars, satin black Performante here. My hands are freezing. There's a bunch of Lamborghinis still arriving, but have a look at this for a collection of Lamborghinis. That blue SVJ over there is so loud. I did not realise that we had parked the Urus Perf next to this stunning Aventador Ultimate in the most discreet yet beautiful spec. Got these bronzy gold brake calipers, satin grey, obviously gloss carbon, and then you've got these. Oh. Must be DMO. Oh, there's some noises. Look at the contrast in specs on STO, and both look as good as each other. Satin black Batmobile and that. I mean, how mental does that look? It is such a ridiculous colour. And then you've got all sorts of shades of green, baby blue, pearlescent. All of the colours of the rainbow are here, but the sun is ruining my camera. Listen to the noises of the V12s and the V10s. It's a bit windy, but that Aventador 50th is so cool. Let's try and film this blue SVJ Roadster that is just about getting moving over there. Look at that. do not let the blue sky and sunshine deceive you that this is a beautiful winter's day here in England at Silverstone. The wind comes through and it is bitterly cold. So I have got all of my layers on as I hear the Lamborghinis go back out on track. Basically, there was a delay because classic old Lamborghini, one of them dumped a load of oil on the track, which they had to clean up. And there are talks going around that it was probably a Gallardo. However, there is a Miura and an old Countach here, so it could well have been one of them. But what an amazing collection of Lamborghinis that are here, and the community of Lamborghini owners is always so much fun to be around because they are all just like-minded lunatics. It is the best way to describe them. I'm making a beeline over for an SVJ 63 that is a super cool spec, again in this light purple that I think was on the 30th anniversary of the Diablo. He's got his moustache upside down on this car, but anyway, have a look at this. I love the colour of this, and I think it looks so good on any Lamborghini, and I love the fact that they've brought back this historic paint code. You can tell that my voice has slowly started to freeze up, but yeah, I think this is blue Gaucho. Don't actually know how to pronounce it, but yeah, there are some wonderfully spec'd Lamborghinis out here. I'm going to try and catch them as they come round this final corner. I wonder whether I can run through here. I probably can't. I'm going to have to get through the pits somehow, but I'm smack bang in the middle of where you can get here and over here. I'm going to try over here. Let's go. I'm running. I'm just about going to make it. They're here. What a ridiculous convoy. As the fun, no, there's more cars coming around the corner. There are so many Lamborghinis out on track, and this is just a proportion because all the other ones are parked in the other side of the wing. There are parts of me that still love hearing that V10. There are also parts of me that think, we've heard that so much over the last 8 years. You're almost excited about what the new cars are going to sound like. You can now feel and hear the wind. Woo! I'm going to try and get into some cover. This is the gate that me and Sam were waiting at when we were waiting to get front row of the podium this year at the Silverstone F1. And I thought that this would be an escape from the wind, but it's not really. But what an amazing morning, collecting the UK's first right-hand drive Urus Performante, and then joining, I don't even know how many Lamborghinis there are here, but this will give you an idea of a very small proportion of the cars that are here. The weather has been perfect, but it is now time to jump back in the Urus. I've got it for a week. You might see it again on the channel at some point, but I will leave this video right here as we enjoy the symphony of V12s, V10s and V8s off into the distance of Silverstone. I'll see you soon, guys. Take care. Goodbye.